This is not a Speyside whiskey. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a brand new bottle here in my cask, as so often, I know, and it's the Singleton of Glen Ord. 12 years old, 40% ABV, I'm afraid colored, and the price is around 40 to 50. The brand name Singleton, or the Singleton, is well known to the whiskey connoisseur. There's the Singleton of Dufftown on the market for already half a dozen of years, and there had been a Singleton of Ochroysk, but that bottle is long gone, 10 years old, and on the collector's market this bottle already calls for $200 pounds. The Singleton is, well, the chance to have a brand name spread on the world, and I think there had been some Singletons in Asia on the market as well. So you have a brand name for several distilleries, and Glen Ord had been on the market as a single malt called Glen Ord 10 years ago, I think. And this bottle was well known by connoisseurs, and it represented a typical Highland single malt whiskey with a decent amount of sherry cask influence. And the Glen Ord distillery is located a dozen miles north of Inverness in the Northern Highlands. And the Northern Highlands are well known for their citrus fruit aroma, and not so much the fruity and malty aroma from the Speyside region or the Highlands in total. Beside the Glen Ord distillery, there is the huge maltings of Glen Ord, which also belongs to the proprietor company Diageo, the world's biggest whiskey producer in the world. And I never understood why they stopped selling the Glen Ord 12 years old, 10 years ago, because I find it a small gem between all those whiskies, because it was so smooth, so easy enjoying. Well, now they found the roof of the Singleton series for the 12-year-old as well as an 18-year-old. I will have a look at that bottle soon, in a few minutes, but I will publish it a day or a few days later. And let's have a look at the bottle. We know this bottle from the Singleton of Dufftown, and there's a new bottle I will have a view on in a few days, the Singleton of Glendullan. Well, so we already have 3. Perfectly balanced, naturally rich and smooth. Yes, as all. Did I say 40% ABV? Chill filtered, colored. Over the generations, the Singleton master distillers have had one passion in mind. Had there been Singleton master distillers? To create the best tasting, perfectly balanced, rich and smooth single malt whiskey. Traditionally 19th century processes, ingredients often produced locally, this huge maltings. Pure water of heaven and earth, slow fermentation and distillation, and finally a balanced maturation in a combination of European and American oak casks. That's important. So there we have American oak casks and European oak casks, and that means there will be some intense spiciness and probably some bitterness in this whiskey due to the tannins in the European oak. Give the Singleton its unique, rich and smooth taste. This full-flavored 12-year-old shows dark berry fruits on the nose and has a delicious creamy character with a fragrant oaky finish, best enjoyed straight or over ice. Yes, we want to sell a lot of it. Also the over ice drinker. Yeah. For me, the over ice customers are drinkers, and the neat or straight are the connoisseurs. Because they would like to taste the real taste, not cool down the what's called the evaporation pressure of the aromas is less if the liquid is cold. So you can't nose distinctly on a cold whiskey. And here on the back, there's a lot of skills, traditional skills. Yes, I believe in traditional skills because the distilleries have their processes very much optimized over the decades and centuries. Selected barley. Barley often comes from the nearly Black Isle, named for its rich, dark soil. And then it goes to the Glen Ord maltings, which are huge drum maltings, and then into the adjacent Glen Ord distillery. Ours is malted and dried in our own distillery maltings, yes. Mountain water from the white burn, long fermentation. The longer you ferment, the more aromas the yeast will produce, because in the beginning they will produce their typical normal aroma during the congestion of sugar, and when the alcohol reaches certain limits, then the yeast starts to work differently because it is close to dying due to the extreme alcohol content, and then they deliver other aromas. And the longer you ferment, the more different aromas you get, and the more complex the thing is. Slow distillation, small batches in traditional copper pot stills. Well, those pot stills are not that small, and it's always a batch. And they do not distill faster or slower than others, because a typical distillation in a huge plant like the Glen Ord is 8 hours. Why? Because you have a 3-shift schedule for the work. Balanced maturation, a special selection of American and European oak cask makes sure that those rich, and so on and so on. Dark berry fruits on the nose, and has a delicious creamy character with a fragrant oaky finish. 12 years. I'm very happy to say that. I'm very happy that these new whiskies come with an age statement on them. Here 12 years old, and tomorrow the 18-year-old. I'm happy. Thank you for not delivering another whiskey without an age statement. This is not a Speyside whiskey. The slight fruity malty character isn't there. It's dark fruits, and in the back there is some citrus fruits, as it is so typical for the Northern Highlands. Yeah, dark fruits and citrus notes. Some caramel appearing, and the oak is not that strong in the moment, no. So it's a good, wonderful, slightly complex taste. Nose. Yes, now to the taste. In the start, it's a little watery, and then the taste kicks in stronger, a little bit of ginger, fruitiness, and oakiness with a slight bitterness developing. And the aftertaste is much longer than the first nosing suggested. So this one shows its age, shows the 12 years old, and shows definitely the European oak. After the first sip, it's more spicy on the nose. And the fruit combines with the citrus notes. Yeah. As I remember it, but I have to be fair. I have to say, I do not have special memories of the Glen Ord I had, but it's from the whole appearance. I'm satisfied. I think it's a good 12-year-old one, and that was what I remembered from this old 12-year-old Glen Ord. Yeah. So this one is not too expensive. It shows an age statement. It's available probably, hopefully, in bigger amounts because they increased the range of the Singletons. And this is, well, I think a new marketing possibility to spread more than one distillery with this Singleton brand in total. So they can divide their marketing efforts between 3 Singletons already. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, there's more to come. At least this Singleton 18 years old. I'm very happy to have this bottle here. Have a look at our whiskey database and look up if this bottle is already there. And if so, please comment your tasting notes and thank you. And share this video with your friends and see you soon.